Ever feel like your stomach declares war after a greasy meal? That sharp pain, the bloating, the heavy feeling that just won't quit? It might not be your stomach at all. It could be a small but mighty organ sending a very clear message, your gallbladder. Today, we're diving into why your body sometimes says no more to fatty foods. Let's start with a quick lesson. Your gallbladder doesn't actually make bile. Your liver does. The gallbladder is like a storage tank. It collects bile from the liver, concentrates it, and then releases a powerful, controlled burst right when you eat something fatty. This concentrated bile is essential for breaking down fats so your body can absorb them. When everything's working smoothly, you don't even notice it. But when the gallbladder gets sluggish, inflamed, or clogged with stones, that's when trouble starts. And the first foods to expose the problem are almost always greasy ones. Think about it. A cheeseburger, a slice of pizza, or some crispy fried chicken arrives in your digestive system. Your body sends a signal to the gallbladder. Squeeze. We need bile now. But what if the gallbladder is irritated, or a small stone is blocking the exit? That squeeze, which should be effortless, suddenly becomes painful. This is why people often describe a sharp, steady pain in the upper right side of their abdomen after eating. It is a physical struggle between a meal demanding bile and an organ that can't deliver it properly. As we get older, or if our diets are high in processed fats, the gallbladder's job gets tougher. The bile can become thick, like sludge. Cholesterol, a key component of bile, can crystallize and form stones. These stones can start as tiny as grains of sand, but can grow much larger over time. The pain you feel isn't just a random ache. The gallbladder shares nerve pathways with your back and right shoulder, which is why discomfort can radiate to those areas. Some people even notice. The pain peaks about 30 minutes to an hour after eating. That is the exact time the gallbladder is trying its hardest to contract. When these symptoms keep showing up after fatty meals, your body is telling you something important. I can't process this like I used to. For some, this message comes as bloating or endless burping. For others, it's a slow-building nausea that just ruins the rest of the day. Over time, you might start instinctively avoiding certain foods without even realizing why. You're not just being picky. Your body is protecting itself. What's really interesting is that it's often about the type of fat, not just the amount. Greasy foods full of saturated and deep-fried fats are the hardest for your body to handle. They require a huge amount of bile to be broken down or emulsified. If your bile can't flow freely, those fats just sit in your stomach and intestines for longer, leaving you feeling weighed down and sluggish. This is why a small piece of fried chicken can cause more trouble than a large salad with grilled fish and avocado. Your body isn't reacting to how full you are, but to the chemistry of the fats you just ate. It's also important to know that gallbladder problems don't just happen overnight. They build up silently over years. Sludge develops gradually, stones form slowly. Many people ignore the early signs, blaming them on stress or just overeating. It is only when the pattern becomes undeniable pain after every creamy pasta dish or takeout meal that they suspect a deeper issue. By then, the gallbladder is practically screaming, "No more greasy foods." The message gets louder as the symptoms last longer. Instead of pain that fades in an hour, it might linger all night. Instead of occasional nausea, it becomes a frequent, unwelcome guest. You might even notice changes in your stool, like a lighter color or an oily appearance. This is a sign that fats aren't being broken down and are passing right through your system. All these clues, piece by piece, paint a clear picture of a struggling gallbladder. So why do greasy foods cause such a dramatic reaction? Imagine the gallbladder is a small balloon filled with that concentrated bile. A fatty meal demands that the balloon squeezes hard. If the balloon's wall is inflamed, or if a stone is blocking the opening, that squeeze becomes intensely painful as pressure builds up inside. If a stone gets stuck in the bile duct, even for a moment, the pain can become sharp and severe. This is what people call a gallbladder attack, and it can be incredibly frightening. When your body reaches this point, you'll find yourself changing your diet not out of willpower, but out of self-preservation. That burger that used to be a treat now feels like a threat. This is your body drawing a line in the sand. And it's not just about fried foods. Genetics, hormones, and even rapid weight loss can affect your bile composition and make you more prone to gallbladder issues. For example, women are more likely to develop gallstones, especially after pregnancy, because of hormonal changes. And losing weight too quickly can cause your bile to thicken, encouraging stones to form. Greasy food isn't always the root cause, but it's often the trigger that reveals the underlying problem. Even after gallbladder removal surgery, the story isn't over. Your liver still makes bile, but now it drips continuously into your intestine instead of being released in a strong, concentrated burst. This means that even without a gallbladder, a very greasy meal can still cause discomfort, because your system is getting a slow, steady trickle of bile instead of the powerful dose it needs. The lesson remains the same. Your body works best with fats that are easier to process. Ultimately, the connection between your gallbladder and greasy food is about supply and demand. A fatty meal demands a lot of bile. A struggling gallbladder can't supply it. The resulting conflict causes pain. Listening to your body is the most important thing you can do. That vague heaviness after eating is a whisper. The growing intolerance to fried food is a clear warning. The pain in your upper right abdomen is a shout. When your body says no more, it's not trying to ruin your fun. It's a literal biological refusal to operate under stress. Ignoring these signals can lead to worse inflammation and more frequent, painful attacks. But listening to them by modifying your diet and recognizing your body's limits can bring relief and help you regain control. Your gallbladder may be small, but its message is powerful, and it's one worth heeding. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more videos that help you understand your body better. Stay healthy.